if you see others that are doing great, salute their moment rather than just comparing yourself and being envious of that feeling.
Facts.
Because that's what social media does to you. It's a
Yeah.
perceptive playground.
Yeah.
It makes you perceive what is not true to your reality.
This is Greatness Dex. Welcome to Ladders, powered by Wingstop. Thanks for coming, bro.
No, I appreciate it.
The world would love to hear your story.
Mhm.
'Cause I know it's not easy.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not easy.
Facts.
Because if it's easy, we all will be doing it. So what would you say success means to you?
As a pun, it's like a ladder. So the ladder itself, for
Mhm.
me, has no limits to where you grow, how far you go. In my own definition, so I was reading something the other day, super interesting about the perspective of what the ladder means
Yeah.
as a symbol of hope and success.
Facts.
One thing I look at it, and there was a quotation stated on it, is the ladder should also remember when you was at the bottom, never forget the beginnings of where you first came from.
Because to climb on that ladder
Yeah,
is very hard.
exactly. And I think when you look at that, it's like, whether you're from the start, whether you're going the middle part or you're going to the high part of success, the ladder itself is a gap of elevation.
Yes.
But then also it's a place of difficulties and how to break those obstacles.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I was saying to you about the humble beginnings of where you first come from your grassroots to where
Yeah.
you're from.
Yeah.
You have to always remember that from the beginning, because I think where a lot of people tend to not remember
Mhm.
is when they go too high in the top and they're stuck to the same equation in that same basis, they don't have a way to then break through to the next place.
Yeah.
And that's why the ladder itself for me is that punchline that symbolizes it.
Yeah. And that's why it's good, even when you're at the top
Yeah.
of the ladder,
Mm-hmm.
you should be able to climb down
Yeah.
and go back up.
Yeah.
And that means, as of you, be able to deal with people
Yeah.
on every settings,
Facts.
bottom, top, wherever. And
Exactly.
I'm saying you'll be able to adapt,
Yep.
adaptation,
Mm-hmm.
to be able to, deal with different people in different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So what would I say? You are raised in an Arab.
Yeah. So both my dad and mum are from Iraq.
Okay.
So they were born and raised there.
Mm-hmm.
Both are also Persian as well by trade. And they lived Iraq their whole life. They both came to the UK in, I think, 1990 as
Okay.
asylum seekers. Because during that time, that's when obviously the Iraq War happened. There was a lot of controversial factors that
Crazy
led
controversy.
like, listen, it was probably, bro, like
Crazy.
I would say, do you know what's so mad? It was probably one of those places,
Yeah.
like if you've studied history, you've studied, everything about Iraq's agriculture
Yeah.
and the monuments about it.
Mm.
It's one of the most fundamental countries that started law and governance, mathematics, algebra, things that are really big within like those perspectives that
Yeah.
we see today. Like even for like all the Abrahamic religions, it's one of the countries alongside like Ethiopia and that has a big cultural standpoint within Christianity and Islam and Judaism.
Yeah.
And, a majority of the prophets come there.
Yeah.
And, Babylon, Samaria, Mesopotamia, by context, they say it's cradle of civilization. It's by that, it's crazy when you think about it. Because when I grew up in that household, obviously, I'm the youngest in the family.
Yeah.
Both-
Out of
2 older sisters.
okay.
Both married, and obviously they're living their life and that. They're doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah for that. And you know what?
Blessings,
I'm so happy for them.
Yeah, blessings.
But being in a household where the dominance is you have to work in an academic route.
yeah.
You can't be working in something else.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's like when they come to a capitalist country, that's the mindset they have, because they don't understand the factors of like what other, industries there are that you can make money out of.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Fair.
And that's how it's like.
Mhm.
And both my mum and dad come into the country, my dad especially, like I would say, influence a lot of my takings in terms of like being the man who I am. The Iraqis are very prideful people,
Mm-hmm.
but now where it is, it's like separated because it's a country full of wealth,
Mm-hmm.
it's a country full of crazy history.
Mm.
If you look into it, as I said, it's where a lot of like the first artifacts of like Gilgamesh and that all came from. All came from
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
tablets of the Anunnakis, everything, science, astrology, all of that stuff. Like, you see how Africa is like the richest continent, the most historical continent on earth? It's like with Iraq in that sense.
Yeah.
But everything's now just whitewashed.
Wow.
Separation, division within communities. Before it was one of the best countries. Baghdad University actually was one of the best universities to study in the 60s and 70s.
I heard something like that still.
Yeah.
But you see what it is with I don't know. Okay, obviously I will speak from my side. I would say is it's maintaining.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, 1960, that's a long time
ago. Yeah,
ago.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So we will say now, what are we doing now? You know what I'm saying? Because most people want to travel out for some reason. Well, everybody will go and find their Greatness pastures wherever, you know what I mean? But let me ask you this. Did your upbringing help in shaping you to move around the industry in anyhow? How did that
100%. And I think especially understanding Black culture. So I was born and raised, luckily enough, in Ilford in East London.
Okay.
We had such a talented amount of musicians and artists that came from that area.
Yeah.
So like that's where, Black Box TV first originated from. It was the hub where Dave, AJ Tracy, Big Zoo, Huss, all of them first came before they had their major breakthrough.
Big all of them.
Exactly, man. Like that's the thing. It was that first hub where a lot of those artists came.
Yeah.
And done their thing. Like, big shout out to my two guys, especially Python and Lots, because they're the founders of that platform.
Big them up.
And you know what they done and how they pushed themselves, especially like bringing the hottest new artists during that time was big, and it was monumental. And growing up in that area where one guy on the corner edge will come out, spit a 16, and this kid will do a 16 on whatsoever, blah blah blah. Even if he didn't know how to MC, bro, it was huge for us. I remember, bro, we all used to go to certain places to get the vinyls, Wiley's first Eskimo CDs. I remember even working for this shop back in Ilford, that used to sell vinyls, and I was just a kid, just shotting vinyls.
On the road.
I remember, bro, I was shotting Microphone Champion from Skepta, all of this stuff. I was looking at that time, I was like, raw, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And I appreciated the essence of that. Obviously, hip hop and stuff I grew up to, but for me, grime was the love and essence.
Yeah.
That's what made me love it, because that's what East London originated the sound. Do you know what I'm saying? After obviously when Jungle and Garage then before pioneered that sound from South London and stuff. It's crazy, man, because that upbringing helped me shifted a lot of thoughts to make me believe I can do this. I can be in that industry, but how or where, time will tell.
Yeah. When would you say, oh my God, everything is finished, I'm done now?
As in you're at the point of breaking and you don't want to keep going on.
Yeah, you just said, rah, it's not working.
Do you know what?
Let me put down the camera and yeah.
That's real life, and do you know what's so mad? A lot of creatives go for it. But for me, it's how do I keep myself motivated in those times? I would say it's more I say one of my saving graces, even till this day I do, is gym. I've been gymming from 16 years old.
Yeah.
I've been training heavy from a young age. Now I've changed everything in the mentality aspects. Now I'm 30 now, and I have to think to myself, how do I look after my body?
Yeah.
How do I take care of myself?
That is very, very essential.
Yeah.
Me, I'm not gonna lie to you. Me, myself,
I see you on the fitness thing now, the 5Ks and that, I see you.
Yeah, chuck that in. I do 50 every month. So
wow.
Yeah. So that is very, very, I would say that is very, very good for everyone. It's good for everyone's mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
For me, it's people talk about the physical, but your mental is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And we usually don't prioritize that. And that's the scary thing, where people then have their breakage point and say to themselves, I can't do this. This is too much. And it also comes down to imposter syndrome and social media. When you see moments that, you see others doing, sometimes I always tell people, if you see others that are doing great, salute their moment, rather than just comparing yourself and being envious of that feeling.
Right.
Because that's what social media does to you. It's a perceptive playground.
Yeah.
It makes you perceive what is not true to your reality.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about it.
Mm.
And sometimes, like, when I see those moments and I see, you know, things that are not going my way, but also seeing other people that
Push you.
I know that I should have been in their place,
Yeah.
I'm like, do you know what? I have to remind myself of the shit I've done that I've been great at.
Yeah.
The stuff I pioneered, the stuff I paved way for certain
You
creatives.
get, I hear that. You get me? To me,
What is your way of dealing with it?
I would say I can only learn from who's in front of me.
Okay.
You get me? Because whoever that is, they are moving, people leave footprints.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I would say we follow who know road.
That's
you know
deep,
what that
you know.
means? I don't know.
Please break it down to me, because I'd actually love to understand the meaning behind it.
You should follow who knows the road.
So one, you know, the person that understands the pathway to that road.
You follow them.
Exactly.
That's the steps you got to follow. But now it's up to you how you want to do your steps.
And how you do your path.
Yeah. Because sometimes the person might be hopping.
Yeah.
You don't want to hop.
Yeah.
You want to do big steps.
Yeah.
You want to jog. It's up to you, but the path is there.
Yeah.
So it's up to you how you want to.
But it's also not about being the fastest, because you remember the typical childhood story about the turtle beating the rabbit or the hare in the race, and the turtle was the slowest and he was predicted to lose the race. Look at that synopsis, for example. It's an old childhood telling, but it's still classic and it still holds big to this day. My thing as well is, like, how I see it is, life should be your teacher. No matter how many times you've mastered your game and craft, you're still the pupil to the teacher.
Yeah.
Always be willing to learn and expand.
The teacher will appear.
Facts.
When the student is ready.
Exactly. No matter how refined you are with your skills, no matter how good you are. Bro, even when I speak about the greatest athletes like Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, I always use them as examples. They're both in their late 30s. Like, even for example, I know for a fact if Ronaldo breaks the record of like being the top international scorer of all time, the guy still would want to win the World Cup, try one more time next year with Portugal. Yeah. He's still not done till he knows what he really wants.
Imagine if you go to your bank, you try to put your money in your bank say the bank is full.
Yeah. Exactly.
The bank can never be full.
It's just perception in your head.
Let's keep going. Ronaldo is active, and when you're ready to compete on his level, the door will open.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
And that's what is true, bro. Like, it's true. It's what you said about, like, you know, the footsteps and the pathway to knowing your footsteps is so key. Yeah. But also knowing the pace of the footsteps.
Exactly. Because some people, you know, like, another thing people say, oh, I'm chasing a bag. Like, I don't know what bag you're chasing. You might be chasing a black bag. You might be chasing a Tesco bag. I don't know. You're just chasing a bag. You know what I'm saying? But when you're creating a bag, you know what's in the bag.
And you know the luxury behind the bag.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, man, instead of us chasing a bag, let's try and create one.
Facts. I love that.
Yeah,
I really, really love
Greatness that. Only. Let's go into this segment now. Yeah,
man.
I'm going to show you some pictures. Then you tell me whether you recognize it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This definitely looks like a rapper or someone.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a rapper still.
American?
Nah.
UK?
Yeah.
Who would it be? Bro, there's so many artists in this country that wear grills.
Let's not waste more time. Go.
Oh, yeah, this. This is crazy. Do you know what's so mad about this?
Yeah, God.
I'm so proud of this guy.
Yeah.
I remember first shooting his first ever show at Hoxton Bar Kitchen.
Wow.
2017.
Stop it.
Big shout out to my boy Nathan Hector, because he was the one that brought me on to shoot Sench that time.
Yeah.
And what's so crazy, I remember when Sench had curly hair.
Yeah.
He was doing songs for the Galdem.
Yeah.
And bro, he was just on the rise doing his thing.
Yeah.
But then...
Look at him now.
It's mad. And do you know what's so crazy? Me and Nathan were speaking about this years ago, and it was like, this kid is destined for something mad.
Greatness.
And that's what I'm saying. And he really defined the malls. And people just think, oh yeah, he's done that. He was just an artist from yesterday. I'm like, no.
He's been putting in work,
I've still got the photos from my phone when I captured him on that show, when I done his O2 Islington Academy second room show, and
Yeah.
even the photos when he done the campaign for Marbeck, bro. Back in the freaking day, bro. Like, it's mad.
Yeah.
Like, even just seeing this, bro, like, it's crazy, bro. Culturally, this is like something a lot of people would not understand, because this is one of his most impactful songs to this day.
Innit?
Like, from a meme as well. It's just a meme of a song
Imagine.
on TikTok, and he just refined it.
And he went mad. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay, check this one.
Oh, John Boyega. Yes. Yes. Wow.
Yes, yeah.
Do you know what's so mad about this?
Yeah.
This made me believe in the pandemic.
Yeah.
I can take my stuff to the next level.
Talk to me.
So
Talk to me. So what was going on there first?
So do you know what's so mad? So I got to shout out the three girls, Naomi and Abba, who brought me onto this.
Big up Naomi, big up Abba.
Yeah.
You see what's going on.
And Venus as well. And do you know what's so crazy? Three girls that were organising the Saturday protest.
Yeah.
So these were during the week of the protest, when obviously they had the George Floyd situation going. And, you know, the pandemic made that whole social distancing rules.
Mad. Yeah.
All of these things. And it was depressing times for a lot of entrepreneurs, creatives and stuff, because we had to think to ourselves, where are we going to come through out of this?
Yeah.
Like, what is the way to break it?
Yeah.
And then I remember we was all on an app called Clubhouse. You know what's so mad? It's so crazy, because Clubhouse, when it first came out during the pandemic, it was very good. Till then, everyone just made it stupidly personal about each other's lives and all of this shit. I was like, nah. I was like, do you know what? I got my connects. I've done what I've done. I'm happy with it. And I remember the three girls shouting at me. They're like, yeah, we're organising the Saturday. John Boyega's going to pass through and appear. And they were like, do you want to shoot it? And then I said to myself, I remember I had so much people saying, no, Zek, you might get corona. Don't do it. But I said to myself, I said, I need to remind people who the F Zek Snaps is. I need to remind them.
You have to step up.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Honestly, and it's crazy because this, especially like, there's two other photographers, Missan Harmon and Samakai.
And they're big.
Bro, we captured the most monumental global pictures of this time. And the essence of behind this. This picture, I remember, as soon as I remember, I have to give another shout out to Ants from I'm Just Bait.
Yeah.
He shouted at me, he's like, bro, I saw you was at the protest.
You got pictures?
Do you have any pics? I was like, bro, post them up.
Yeah.
I said, let's go. And as soon as he posted up, I remember for like a week and a half, my Instagram was going crazy. I was like, what the hell is this? And then, bro, I had people from the BBC, all of these mainstream propaganda. Bro, they wanted the pictures, but do you know what I said to them? I said, no. Do you know why? And it's my gratitude and my respect paying back to the black community. I said, no. I said, I know what you guys are going to do. You love to flip the script.
It's like mucking around with
exactly. And you will still find the way to, demonetize the status of these images. So I gave the pictures to black-owned platforms and blogs, and I said, you guys, this is all from me. Do what you want to do and do beautiful write-ups. I don't ask for anything else. And that's my gratitude to say thank you.
Blessing. Thank you. Thank you.
Nah, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that.
All right, let's keep going. This one. Let's keep going. That might be a bit techie.
GRM Awards. Dave and Stormzy.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, man, like, bro.
You're just flicking. Like
another.
All your flicks are just hitting.
I know this. Like, bro, this is... Bro, another, like, two of the juggernauts of our generation, bro.
Yes.
Like, I always say, obviously, those two and Jay Huss are like the three juggernauts.
Okay.
That Skepta pioneered and inspired to bring the industry to a high level alongside, obviously, Skeps, Wiley, Jeremy, all of these guys. Obviously, everyone had their own beautiful story. Everyone came from a generation that's different.
Yeah.
But I think with those three, they pioneered uniqueness like how Skepta did with his sound for like Konnichiwa when he made, when he turned everything super global, but he still kept the essence of the underground sound of grime true to its identity, which that's not me and stuff. Even go back to like, as I said, Microphone Champion, to like all of those old times during like, when you think about Lord of the Mics and Jamar, all of those stuff, you know, Meridian Crew days, like looking at the freestyles from there, crazy. Like every essence of these artists that you see today that have reached to that pivotal of greatness, it's all inspired from a previous generation. That's why, like, it's so crazy because me and Donald had a chat last week and he was like, bro, you see how Skepta's just inspired the fashion industry in the UK to be where they are. Everyone's just trying to copy to his thing. And I was like, facts. I was like, but that's what I'm saying. I said, when someone creates the trend will follow. But then what I love about these three boys is they've gone to do their own thing. You know, Huss is probably the only artist I'll say, he'll just go in his own shell. He's like a cocoon, like a butterfly. When he wants to break the shell, he will do it wherever he wants to. Same with Dave. But Dave is a bit more out there. You'll see him at a couple like big events, like cultural events and that. Stormzy, smart because obviously he's moving into the whole movie producing thing now, you know, acting. Same with Dave. And I love it because now they're all doing their own thing.
It's growth, man.
Exactly. And that's what it's about. And just to see this, I think is beautiful, man. Just capture these two at their own, you know, status and their own iconic moments. It's crazy. It's timeless.
Sick.
Yeah, man.
Let's keep going. Sick. Boy, let me see. If you
and
guess
could they
that
gold?
one, nah. If you guess that one right, I know you're a magician.
This is recent, isn't it? Is it Ryan Gravenberg for Numero? What is it? Oh, yeah, one more guess. Not Gravenberg. No, this one's lost me. It's the plant that's kind of lost me. Oh, damn. Do you know what's so crazy? Like, it all started from a press shoot.
Yeah.
And this is when I was obviously starting with Deeds. Obviously, big shout out to Roderick, man. Like, for him to bring me on this was crazy. And this was our idea for doing first print.
Yeah.
And, you know, we randomly done the shoot and we done it. And I'd done the set design. Bro, imagine I had a day notice to set the whole idea.
Wow.
And then we had 6 hours with him. The stylist bought like 8 looks for him. And then I remember to myself, I was like, okay. The manager was like, look, we got 3 looks for the first photographer.
Yeah.
But the second, for you, I want you to do the creative stuff with him.
Wow.
Because we need stuff that's to remind people who Akon really is as an artist. This is his first cover, if I'm correct, in 15 years. Last time he ever done a cover was 15 years, and he says he hardly ever does covers. The only ones he done was Source Magazine and I think GQ back in the day. And for this to do it, bro, especially, I remember I approached him and his manager and I said, please, I would love you guys to cover the legacy cover for Deeds for our first issue. I was going to say the names. I was like, yeah, we got Omale. He's like, bro, if it's for Africa,
let's go.
Let's go. And I appreciated him for this. And bro, like for me, even seeing this on print, bro, this is the most sold print we sold for Deeds.
Right.
Bro, it's sold out. Crazy to the point where, yeah, like I don't even have a copy of it myself now at home.
Stop it.
Bro, that's so crazy. This one went mental. But bro, when you saw it on the paper, the matte paper, the front cover, you know how thick the book looks?
Yeah.
Beautiful, bro. Honestly, and just to have him on there is a presence. It's insane. Absolutely crazy, bro.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, man.
Sick. All right, let's go. All right, this last one. Let's see where you locate this one. It was, you know.
Was this a Shake?
Nah.
GRM?
Nah.
J Huss, Royal Albert Hall?
Yeah.
I thought so. First picture. Oh my days.
Hey.
Hustler, baby, you know. I love this guy, man.
Sick.
Honestly,
Hustler.
Him, Skepta. Bro, these two. Obviously, an outside take, obviously people look at me and be thinking, what? You're crazy. Dot Rotten's one of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
Like just who he is, what he done, you know, creating singing hooks on Grime was unheard of during that time. Like them three, and I would say Chip on a lyrical basis, untouchable. And I would say probably Dave, like these 5 for me, especially one thing I like about Huss, he's just that guy, bro, where he can just take a break. He can do whatever the hell he wants. And if he wants to release something crazy, he will do it.
Come back
and
again.
he never, ever loses his sound.
Yeah.
The guy always expands and evolves.
I
don't know how he does it. honestly,
you got to know your sound.
and just to see him do Royal Albert Hall, I think he's if I remember, him, Kano, I think, and Sims, I think he beat them as well. He's the fastest selling rapper at the Royal Albert Hall alongside Sims and Kano. Insane. So even have black music artists of those caliber to sell out Royal Albert Hall, bro, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, is super unheard of. Crazy. You would never see that, bro. Like, you remember back in the day, like when Crazy Titch and that used to fight for us. For like, you know, art and gigs. They used to fight for artists to be at these venues. They used to get them around. Now you see the doors being broken. Bro. Like, you know, just to see like Haas, you know, last year when I saw DBE 2 years ago headlining Wireless. You know, Skep's done it 3-4 times. You know, Stormzy. When I see our homegrown talent do these things, especially when I saw Haas doing this, bro, it just made me feel like, you know what? Going back to the first stuff I first started, when I saw these guys on the come up, especially when my first ever magazine shoot was with him. 2016 on the streets of Shoreditch for Guap magazine, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. Bro, I remember I got like, bro, mad love to Ibrahim and Jide, man. Like, they came to me, they're like, bro, we've got Haas. He's out. He's ready to go. They want to do heavy press for him. We've got an hour with him to shoot in Shoreditch. That was the shoot that said to me, bro, I know this question's going to come up, but it was the shoot that made me believe I can do this. I keep telling him, bro, I was like, it's because of you, bro. There's a lot of blessing.
So that's the shoot that made you believe, you know
Facts.
what? It's time. Let's go.
Yeah, and that's it.
At that time.
This was this year.
This was this year.
Remember, it was a month and a half ago. No, last month, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember he was supposed to do O2 last year.
Yeah.
But bro, he was just in an antisocial place. He wasn't really on it. So I think he took a break again after he released his album. And then I think this year he's really pushing now. He's coming back full frontal now.
Facts.
But this year, man, just to like see him to where he is. Bro, it's beautiful, man. And honestly, I was with him in Paris the other week for Fashion Week. Just to see him in his element at the shows and that, I was like, bro, it's so good to see, man.
Yeah. Now, if you look behind me,
yeah,
I got this ladder. Man.
I love it. Man actually brought the ladder into the freaking podcast.
You see what I'm saying? We're not playing.
I love it. Bro, even the props on that, bro, sick.
This infinity doesn't end. Where would you put yourself?
Do you know what? Because I'm so truthful and harsh to myself. So you see where the black screw is?
There.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just about there.
And why?
I get this thing, where people come to me and say, but Zek, you've done so much. You have achieved a lot. You've done so much things that people couldn't do in the first place. You've inspired, pioneered and that. But in my own reality, my own world, and my own paradox, I know for a fact, bro, I'm still there. The reason why is because I've achieved everything in music. Music is conquered. UK music industry's done. I've done everything that I need to get. Yeah, like there's probably one or two artists I would say that I would still love to shoot. And you know what's so crazy? One of them is actually Nines. I've never ever captured Nines. That's one artist I know stylistically. Him, who he is as a person, and my style, I think will go hand to hand. But in terms of like everyone in the UK and where it is,
you've worked with most,
bro, like it's
a lot of.
I know I'm happy and proud of that moment, but it's like the reason why I'm at that stage now is because recently I've moved into more sports now. I'm more fashion mode. Like even recently I was doing the Formula 1 last week.
Sick.
And you know, even that, bro, it made me feel so happy in a different element.
Yeah.
Because you say to yourself like, oh my God, the world is so crazy there. It's big, it's huge.
Yeah, because that's a different department.
Facts,
it's a different, it's basically different world.
Yeah.
That you've never been around, innit?
Exactly. But there's still similar people that are going there.
Yeah. You still, obviously you meet like some people that you know before, but it's still a different world.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because you might meet them in the music world, you know what I'm saying? Now, F1, crazy.
Yeah.
How do you get even get to the F1?
My boy, so I've got a very good close friend of mine, my friend Akin actually. He's a sports agent by trade, but he's a broke dealer as well. So he breaks deals and sponsorships and stuff with commercial stuff for artists and brands to like do partnerships.
Yeah.
Akin's someone I've known for like 5.5, 6 years. And, you know, He's the one that got me to shoot Travis Scott 2 years ago at Wireless. He got me to the what was it, for F1 recently.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we went to Paris Fashion Week, he got me to the Kids Super and the Amiri show,
Mm-hmm.
and got me to meet like obviously Mike and obviously Colm, and obviously shoot their shows in January, which was crazy, and obviously cementing my, you know, links with them properly in their team, and you know, even being in around in that whole circle. You know, his world is hectic, like how my world is hectic. But, you know, he's a very busy guy. He's efficient with himself. He's someone like, he will come to me. If I'm not doing something right, he'll be harsh with it. And, you know, he says something really true to me. He goes, if your closest friends ain't harsh to you and critical of you, they're not real friends.
Facts. Would you say talent now wins? Or a clout or connection? What is it? Do you think talent wins more than, like in your industry, you know?
I think with talent, you need to have a dedicated work rate that makes you sustained and also known to people. You got to have some clout, unfortunately, in this generation, even before, because people need to be aware of who you're with and who you're working around with.
Hmm.
But I always say the people with the clout don't have the true art.
Exactly. So how does it work now?
You have to work yourself and dedicate yourself
First.
to work with who you work around it. So like my journey is how I start with Nathan Hector, you know, Risky Javan, my boys, Seshi, Mr. I Am Next.
Mm-hmm.
They brought me into different platforms. Seshi was like more into understanding how to break through into the events industry, because he used to do his own events and he still does.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan used to bring me in like a lot of like his stuff that he used to do with like shows and stuff, and he used to host like shows for Kojo Funds or Gecko, all of these artists.
Yeah.
As well, like same with Risky, he brought me to like one of my first video shoots, which was Western Into,
Mm-hmm.
which is, bro, that time was monumental for the culture.
Yeah.
Massive. It was crazy that time. And, you know, like seeing that and the expansions of it, even like, for example, with Cadet, for example, rest in peace to Cats, he
Blessings.
brought me to Slut music video. And what's so mad is like my first ever thing I ever done was, I remember he performed at a Grime showcase in Cafe 101 in Shoreditch.
Wow.
Old school things, bro.
Is that when it's still there? Even?
I think it is, you know.
It's still there.
Bro, that's when Miss Banks, all of those guys came
that's
through.
What I'm saying.
Like Miss Banks, Karma Cruz, all of those
Facts,
guys, bro.
Facts,
like
true.
Everyone that we've seen either done their thing or hasn't, you still got to see talent in the essence, bro. Because that time, you had to authentically go to these places and connect the dots, bro. I remember I used to skip uni classes, seminars,
just to
everything, bro.
Wow.
And I still made it, and I still graduate somehow. I still done it, bro. But even that, bro, what I loved about the 2015 to the 2019 era, you know, when Afro swing was on the rise, when drill first came out with like obviously 6-7, Sticks and Grizzy and all of those guys, 150.
Cool.
And you know, as I said, when Skepts commercialized grime to the highest peak,
Sharp.
and, you know, Novelist came out, all of these sick artists. That generation, bro, you had to go to places in order for your face to be shown, but also the talent. That's how people understand and know the authenticity. Because that time, people from the labels, A&Rs, execs, would physically attend these events. You still have them doing their thing and that, but it wasn't as authentic as it used to be. Like that time, there was a caring for it. There was an element for it. There was money in it. But also like things that were really spread through that made things so great to be in those times. That's why I was grateful to be in that generation, because I worked myself.
Yeah. And obviously during that time, I don't think there's any money in it at the time.
No.
You get me? Everything's got to be done for the love of the craft.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
Obviously then is when time goes on, you start monetizing whatever.
This is the thing. And I feel like now that's why, personal opinion, that's why the music scene's kind of now regressed in that sense.
Yeah.
Because often, like, obviously, look, there's some sick artists out there, like Shia Cartier, Poser, obviously Finesse, the kid is sick as well. Love Finesse. Who else as well? Like, couple other sick artists that are coming through, like Mega as well. She's sick as well. All of these sick artists, like, you still have them on the radar, but it's then like the UK essence of sound. For me, it wasn't as it used to be that time, because it was more authentic. It was more personalized. It was different sounds, different things that are bringing through the element. Like, even if Afro swing still sounded the same, you will still have everyone in the blocks bounce into it. You would have everyone in the dance rave bounce into it.
What do you think that is though?
I just think it's more about people spent the money on the wrong timing with the certain artists. And artists themselves didn't know how to protect themselves because they were too young to care about protection. They didn't have the right lawyers. They didn't have a lot of things. Stuff that was really personal within that matter. But for me, it's like, that's why longevity is so fundamental, man.
To me, it goes back to adapt, because 1990 is not 2025.
But you've seen generations, man.
Yeah, so
you're older than me, so you know.
You go try and adapt, you know what I mean? Like, that's why people like Shy Cartier and Finesse Kid is coming through, because they are.
Yeah, the new underground sound, mainstream underground.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I would just say people need to learn how to adapt, man, because nobody wants to be hearing the old shit, man.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Before, it's like, it was, the authenticity was more cultural. Now, you have to adapt to what's going on.
Yeah, man. You have to now.
And the right people around you're with will push you.
In that filming world, that creative world.
The photography and all of that, yeah.
Do you think that some people are gatekeeping?
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Do you think it's a bit argy-bargy
Yeah, I would say so.
To come true? Because there's, for example, now, a lot of big, like, events, there's always Getty. Is it Getty?
Yeah,
Films?
Yeah.
He's always frontline.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you come there, he's just the only person that is authorized.
It's the same at brands.
I don't know how it works, but obviously, I know brands do book people to do
of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't understand, why is it always him that they always book? Is his level so high that he's the top quality that we go for? And how does it work? I don't know. How does it work?
I think the whole gatekeeping thing is like, do you know what it is? I'll be so real, bro. It's a big phrase, because you know who mostly speak about gatekeeping is the people that don't know how to put themselves in the places and depending on others to put them on. That's where you get the complainers.
You know them man there that always outside the dance screaming.
Exactly.
For some reason,
I'm on guest list, but sorry, I threw this person and that person. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, we are inside. Come inside. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's no problem of coming inside. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why, like, why I kind of respect this generation of creators, like the younger generation, like, the Gabriel Moses and all these people.
Family.
Is because they've refined creativity to now be appreciated by the big brands and stuff. Now they've gone to them and they've said, you know what? This person has a style. That person has a style.
Yeah.
One thing I do think they need to do is expand a bit more to creatives, younger generational creatives that can still do the same thing, but also present themselves. Where that question comes in, it's more dependent on that person also, because you need to be in those spaces for people to see how great you are.
Yeah.
Because it's what is sick about, like, stories of Gabriel to then obviously like other, photographers like Jack Bridgerton and that. Those guys curated a style that has stayed within the ages. It's like me, bro. Like, I know for a fact a lot of people in the events game, especially at festivals and that, have taken a lot of my style and inspiration to their style.
Did you go wireless?
No, not this year.
Why not?
Do you know what? I loved how Drizzy brought out everyone. It was cool. It was sick.
I saw some of your...
Yeah, Haruki was there.
Exactly.
I'm proud of Haruki because that guy, bro, he works. He's
on ground.
He's on ground.
And
I love it, bro. And I was on the phone to him at like 3 a.m. He was showing me like pictures and stuff. But even that, bro, it's like, for me, I just felt to myself, I've been there. I've conquered it. Like Drizzy and that, for example, I know if I'm going to get someone like that, it's going to happen spontaneously for something bigger.
Okay.
That's how my mindset is now.
Because obviously, like, I hear you, because there's so many, even your picture could even go missing.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Now, I have to think about what's big within my terms and my imagination.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I know if I was there, I said to myself deep down, I was like, damn, if I was there, I know I would have done the maddest things.
Yeah, yeah,
I know I would have captured the
Yeah.
craziest things.
yeah.
But I'm still proud and happy to see the creatives that are merging, coming to that space,
Coming through, yeah.
that are smashing it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, man, like, it's good to see, like, Haruki, for example, you know, my friend Nee, like, she does a lot of
Sick.
burner stuff.
Mhm.
You know, I'm so happy, like, to see her on the growth. Like, a lot of other people in that place, like, my friend Sarah, she done the whole video for Wireless. So
Wow.
you see the whole crazy visuals and the video stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, even to see her now, I said to myself, do you know what? We don't give ourselves flowers. I'm going to message her and let her know, man. And that's the problem with our industry, bro. I feel like we don't tribute and pay a lot of love back to the people that we started with or showcase until something happens to them, God forbid. Obviously, look, we're all busy. We all have a schedule. Everyone has a busy lifestyle, right? But it doesn't take less than 15 to 30 seconds to text someone and say, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, the UK industry is very different because I was having a conversation the other day with
Yeah, what's your view on that? Because I would love to hear your perspective on this, actually.
UK, they will rinse you. They hold on to things for so long, then let it go and chase a new one. You know what I mean? And then when they let it go, they never remembers.
And they bring someone else.
Yeah, the old one.
Try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like for example, in America, they will always remember their legend.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah. When a conversation comes up with Tupac or Biggie,
yeah,
or all these legends, they don't play with those names. But UK, they don't even care. I'm telling you, like, for example, So Solid Crew should be UK, like,
bro,
serious,
Rodney P.
Yeah, them man
bro,
there. You see what I'm saying? When those names come up, man, them should. But what I'm saying is that UK never, like,
they don't tribute their people correctly.
You see, though, if you used to do music back in the day and you did big things back in the day, now, if you're not still doing something now,
anything relevant. Exactly. There you go.
You got to keep relevant till when?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to keep being relevant. As soon as the day you stop being relevant, to the side. But that does not happen in America.
Oh no,
they
facts.
will always, Snoop Doggy Dogg does adverts for mad things, bro.
Oh yeah, bro.
Judge Foreman does Judge Foreman Grills, bro. Like, and they still respect these guys.
Yeah.
Like, they still, when a man come out, like, like they recognize.
Even the jewelry culture, like with Johnny Dang and that, bro. Do you know how much respect they get?
They get full UK. I'm gonna get out of there. You get me? But crazy.
What do you think the issue is with it? Do you think it's an ego thing, or do you think it's more of a, like, people are scared to, like, give out?
The industry is not yours. It's somebody's industry. So they've got to create what they need or what they want. You know what I'm saying? So it's turn by turn. When they finish using you, they will put the next one up front.
Bro, that is realer than how it gets, bro.
Yeah.
That's true. And then when they see something, they will jump on the bandwagon. And when they utilize it, like, bye-bye, you go out.
It's just like when you're washing your clothes, you dip it in the water, you take out, you press.
Exactly.
As soon as the water is done.
Once it's rinsed out,
you get the next
you're going
one.
back to the dry cleaners, bro.
All right, Zek, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for coming. Thanks for having a great conversation.
It's all good, man.
You know what I mean? In my language, they will say, Mwata kwaka, usolo ganyala lieni. In English, the way I will break it down is that when a young one washes his hand properly, he will be able to eat with the kings.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when you work hard.
That's deep. That's deep.
Soon you'll be able to.
That's deep.
You know what I mean? Greatness only.
No, for
man,
sure.
Thank you.
No, I appreciate that. Big up, man. Big up.
Blessings.
Love and blessings every time, my G.